there's something I live by. When it comes to work or anything that I have been entrusted with, I say I do it like I am doing it for God.
Value for days. If you're wondering what value is inspiration, value is education, value is positive entertainment. And positive, I don't put that by mistake. And value is aspiration. Aspiration is where you want to be like somebody else. You get what I mean? I aspire to have a following kama Mkuru. So my CTA people, by the way, I'm very serious. I'm looking for a name to call guys who check out
CTA guys, yes.
Yeah, man, you can't just be calling. You can't be saying, "Oh, CTA guys," or "CTA mo guys." Anyway, why I've said that Saturday thing like this is because I really feel that if you listen to what Judy is about to talk about, especially if you are starting in your career, you're about to leapfrog. You're about to get the secrets or the things that maybe you're not truly taught, or that you have to learn through experience, unfortunately. So, about from the career perspective, how to excel.
Yeah.
There's something, Judy, that you said. You said, and I relate to it because I've also done the same. You said you've never taken your CV and gone to apply for a job.
Yeah.
You said it over. You're saying, niliitwa, nikaenda hapa nikapata phone call.
Yeah.
Those things, even today nimepata phone call. When we leave those things, we sometimes think they are normal.
Yeah.
But if we look at the back end, we'll see kuna vitu that you did that then the byproduct, the fruit, is the phone call coming. So I want us to talk about that. But I want us to talk about it in context also of this place. In fact, before you're talking about entering this media. You're namely complex.
Yeah.
Media. Okay, so let's start it like this. What is it about your professional career? What is it about your character? What is it about this working thing that is making people, that is making you the magnet that attracts people to you rather than you go out, inaitwa kutamak, kuhustle, look for jobs. There's a place for that, and I'm not telling people don't go and tamak.
Yeah.
But I'm saying while tamaking and maybe getting opportunities, what are those untold spoken secrets that you think is making people call you?
I would say it's putting in work, like being a hard worker.
Umemention hiyo kama 4 times. So watu wanakuna kuskip.
You could do the second one I would say is being very
hard work. Let's speak about it because sometimes tunasema hard work and I realize people don't know what hard work means. What does hard work mean?
Hard work to me means is going. I'm trying to look for the right words. Is doing, you see, Richie is my boss, for instance, right?
And kuna time nilikuwa your boss?
Yes! Kuna time tutafika hapa tuambie, umekuwa mpaka mdosi wangu. And I have my job description, right? Which is very common for any workplace. See, everybody has their GD. You have your job description. For me, hard work is going beyond the description of this particular job.
That is a nugget.
Yeah. Because you work hard, you're putting in work, but most of us tend to kusema, but hii tu ndio kazi yangu. Mahali kazi yako inaishia unamalizia kazi yako hapo. I think for me, what has brought me this far is going beyond.
So kazi yako ilikuwa kutafuta gari?
Yes.
So first of all, you do that?
Yes.
But then, you are like, lakini that person needs water.
Exactly.
Sikusema hiyo si job yangu.
Naenda tunasaidia. There's a camera department. Kuna mtu ana okota cables hapa zimove to that particular corner. If I'm standing there, nitachukua hizo cables nimsaidie kumove huko kwa hiyo corner. Unajua, si ati, because me I'm in the art department, whatever any other department is doing is none of my responsibility, surely. Mtu wa wardrobe ameitwa set afanye touch up ya artist ya an actor. Amesahau kichana. But assistant wake ako mbali. Sintakimbia nimchukulie kichana nimletee. I can't say that it's not my responsibility.
So it's not even complex things.
It's the tiniest of things. It's the smallest of things, Richie. So I would say, I think for me, that is one of. So as a production assistant, if my producer is expecting me to do a particular job, na nimalize hiyo kazi, and I feel there's something else I can do to help out, I will do that thing. Yeah, I get it. I would say, for me, hard work is going beyond whatever your job description is.
Okay.
If you have the capacity to do extra, do it.
And which means you actually have the capacity, because some of the tasks you're being asked to do are not big.
They are not big. Ni tu vitu tudogo sana.
Okay.
Sometimes they are very small things.
Number two, I'm picking two from your story. So usiseme ati na makeup.
Yeah.
I heard you talk about walking, 12 kilometers and being on time.
Yeah, 1 kilometer from my house to every 5 a.m. in the morning.
5 a.m.
Yes.
People sometimes don't understand how that's important.
Yeah. They don't.
I'll give an example. Part of the reason why you will always hear me talk about Wamai and Aizo, we're supposed to be here by 7:45 to 8. They've never been late. And once I tell them, I don't even panic.
Yeah.
Because I know watakuwa huko.
They'll be on
Meaning,
time.
I am calm, I'm just thinking about the shoot.
Yeah.
So from your perspective, what do you think about that?
Does that fall under being diligent?
Okay.
Yes, I would say diligence. Man. Hey, diligence. It's delivering beyond. Like, if we have agreed, that is why sometimes I'm very bothered by what mtu mwenye, like, you unafanya kazi yako alafu kuna mahali tu unaachilia. It really like, if I have trusted you to do this thing, then I expect you to do it to level 100. Yeah, so I would say for me, diligence. Like, if you're expected to be here at this time, show up at that time, which I did not do today. I'm sorry. It's a digits.
But you called.
But I called.
And you communicated.
Yes.
No, you see, even before the time, uli communicate.
Yes. Yeah.
So Marichi tunafanya makeup. Ungekuwa na kamse anafanyanga makeup zingi.
Ningefika hapo 6 a.m.
The problem of working with men. Tukiwajali watatu tu. Hata manywele today looks like Kimos.
Yeah. So diligence, like doing. If you've been trusted to do something, do it. Like, do it to your level best. There's something I usually say, and I tell this to our crew and the guys we work with a lot. Mpaka sasa imeanza kukua wananiambianga ile kitu Judy anasemanga. There's something I live by. When it comes to work or anything that I have been entrusted with, I say I do it like I am doing it for God. I never do anything ni kama nafanyia binadamu. Because Richie, let me tell you, if you're my boss and I'm working to please you, you're going to disappoint me. At some point you will disappoint me. Because you see, there are already these things I'm expecting from you, and sometimes you're not even able to fulfill those things. I'm here working so hard so that you notice me. And then you end up not noticing me. Do you know how disappointed I will be? But if nikifanya kazi nafanyia Mungu. Richie is my boss, but I'm not working for Richie. Me, I'm working for God. Nafanya kazi yangu ni kama nafanyia God, because it's only God who can reward me. And God never fails to reward hard workers.
Judy, can I say something? Your spirituality has shocked me. I'll be honest with you. On your socials, in fact, there's a time I wondered, God, I'm asking God. You are not screaming, John 3:16.
No.
I'm like, for real.
Yeah.
But your life oozes God so much mpaka God ananiongelea juu yako. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Your life oozes God so much. You've taught me so much from that. Like, hata saa hiyo statement umesema, there are very many people who you see plastering John 3:16 and all sorts of Bible verses on the place.
Yeah.
You Matthew 5:16, let your light shine so that people can see the good things you do with your life, but not praise you. Like when I look at you and I'm just like, ay. Where has God been a part of your life?
Oh.
After, you see, I've not even had a convo kuongea God.
Yeah.
Because but just I would like to hear from your version.
Yes, he has been a part of my life. He is a very big part of my life. But maybe not in the kawaida way, not in the, like the church way, or that kind of a thing. My mom used to take me to Sunday school, so we've grown up knowing God and going to church and being good Christians. And at some point, actually, when I was in high school, I was even leadership, praise and worship leader in church at some point. So God has always been a very big part of me and my life. But siezi sematics in the, going to church every day, being in fellowship, so Bible study things and whatnot. Because I feel Mungu ni ako ndani, it's not so much vitu zenye unasema out of your mouth or the actions. I feel like God lives inside of us. It's not so much ati niende church kila siku ndio God ajue, I'm a good Christian. Yeah. Because everything I've done to get to where I am today, mimi nasemanga tu ni Mungu. It's purely God. Because I have seen him do things that you can't explain. Like, I can't explain. Like, on a human level, I can't explain hizo vitu zina happen aje. I can't. So it's only God, by the way. It can't be anything else.
You know, it's so funny. And we're coming back to the story, guys. Isn't it the offline conversations tonight have in front of you? You know, when I interviewed Abel, the last video on our CTA was wacha Mungu afanye mambo yake. Because as he spoke of his journey, exactly what you've said, there were just things added up. So I've looked at, from a Richie perspective to Judy, you're such a bright light that has shown me the power of speaking about God without speaking about God. You're not sitting me down here. Unajua Jesus alikuja akashika two fish. You're a light.
Thank you, Richie.
Okay, tuendelee na hii story.
So I need to recap. Tukikula samosa pale na kahawa. Nimekumbuka 6 years in media. I was there for 6 years, not 8 years.
Okay.
Yes. Na tutafika huko kwa.
Hiyo katroma inajaribu kufanya
hiyo kanini kanajaribu, but no. We were there for 6 years, not 8 years.
Okay.
So after that season of No Zone, I'm now officially become an employee of the media company.
Yes.
Yes.
Where your boss was?
David Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a man from Britain. Yeah, but he's yeye ni Mkenya.
Yeah.
Because he came to Kenya when he was a very young man. And he used to work for the Ministry of Agriculture back in the day. So he's very passionate about farming and all those things. Yeah, until sasa company yake nini. Now I think he's retired. The company is still there, but now there are other people running it.
So this is your boss now?
Yes.
This is your direct boss?
Direct boss. Actually the owner of the company now.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is a media house that deals in creation of shows?
Yes, for TV.
For TV?
For TV, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So when I joined, of course now I was like a production assistant in the office, because we have some days when we are filming and then there are some days when there is no production going on, so ni kazi tu za ofisi za kawaida. So I do no zone. Now I'm a full-time employee. I'm earning a good. Now I have a salary for the first time.
In your life?
For the first time in my life.
26,
Yes, I have a salary. And it was not a bad salary. It was actually a good, it was a good amount.
Do you mind sharing?
Yes. At media, my first salary was, I started actually at 60K per month. At 60K per month. So, sasa tunaendelea. So there was Nozon, then there was Makutano Junction. That was the
What?
Yes, media. It was the same company producing Makutano Junction.
Okay.
Yes. So after Nozon, then we had, now Makutano Junction came along, and we had, and my role for that one was, I started out as a third assistant director still, but I didn't even do it for more than a month. I quickly moved to the second assistant director. So on a set, a drama, as in on a set for a drama show, a third assistant director, you are in charge of extras. You see all those people who cross the camera, hawaongei, hawafanyi kitu, tuko kwa soko, they are mama selling things uko, those are called extras. So you're in charge of extras, sourcing for them and giving them directions when they are on set. So it is a market scene. The director wants mama wa kuuza cabbage, anataka mzee anapita na jerrycans za maziwa, all those things. So that is what I did for Makutano Junction.
So you source for them?
You source for them and then you give them directions on set. So that's why you're called an assistant director.
Yes.
Yes, because the director will tell you, I need someone there, I need someone there, I need someone there, and then you have to give them activities and props and all those things.
Okay, so for just the layman, so first and foremost, you sit down as a production.
Yes. And
somebody writes. In fact, let's do this. Let's take people. What does it take to do a show?
Oh, so a show.
So that we can understand pahali unaingia and the roles involved.
Yes. So of course a show starts with the concept, right? So there's a whole script writing team.
Was that involved internally for you guys?
No, because of course the scripts happen way before the production. So let's say a typical day on a production set, so that people understand. Okay. So there's a producer. Producer is in charge of the entire production. So if there's a problem in any department, the person you go to talk to is
the producer.
But there are ranks, right?
Levels, yes.
Because every department has a head of department. There's a HOD. So before you escalate to the producer, you first talk to your HOD. If your HOD is not able to sort whatever problem, then you take it now to the producer. So the producer is the overall boss of any production.
So Judy,
yes,
you see the importance of sharing this.
Yeah.
You, as a person who was at thingy,
yes,
you weren't running with every problem to the producer.
No.
You were fixing problems here. And people were noticing that she's a problem solver.
Yes. Yes, in the art department, and then now when we went to the 2 TV shows for NTV as a production assistant, and now coming to media as a third assistant director. So there's a producer, right? And the producer has the assistants, which now would be like what I did for NTV. Because you see, remember, media is isijakuja kama production assistant. Imekuja like a third assistant director. So there are production assistants, and then after the production assistant, now there's the director and the department of directing, which now includes the director, the first assistant director, the second assistant director, and the third assistant director, which is the role that I was playing at that particular time.
Mtu wa extras.
Exactly, mtu wa extras. Because the second assistant director kazi yake ni call sheets, like organizing the scripts and making sure every day tunajua nini, watu wanajua nini wana shoot, like what scenes are we shooting, which script is this, what are the characters, timings, tuna expect mvua kuna kwanga mpaka na hizo vitu zote za set.
You know, you're going to go into the place where you're making movies, aren't you, in your story?
Yes.
So this is already groundwork, unapatiwa.
Yes.
But it takes a lot to do a movie.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Because imagine for Makutano Junction, at any given time, I think we will be like 60 people on set every day. 60? Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because you remember Makutano Junction was the story was based on a certain village, Makutano. Yeah, so it needed to look like an actual market in village. Najua with soko na mahospitali na nini. So
But
at
you
any
didn't film it
given
in
time,
Makutano?
No, it was a built set. That was a set that was built in Karen. Yeah, but in a jengo yani this feels like it is actually an actual market somewhere. No, it was a set. So, and then now there's the camera department, sound department, lighting department, art department. Like there's so many departments.
I get it.
So there's a chart of how everything happens on a set. So I'm a third assistant director on Makutano Junction. And my role is to source for the extras. And let me tell you, there's a certain day on set, we would have even 50 extras. And my work is to make sure those 50 extras wametafutwa na wako set. And then when they are on set now, you start giving them directions on what to do when the director calls for action. Yeah. So I do that, but I didn't even do it for long, for like a month. And then I was promoted to the second assistant director. So second assistant director, kazi yako sana sana ni ofisi and now calling the actors. Because my work is on a laptop, making the call sheets and whatnot, right? So nalayas with the first assistant director, tunapanga. Easy script mzima, shoot. If you're shooting for 3 months, my work is to plan for shoots every single day. Kujua kesho tuna shoot nini. Hiyo siku ingine tuna shoot nini, hivyo. And then calling the actors, making sure the actors have their scripts, making sure the actors know their call times. If you're shooting tomorrow, what time are you expected on set?
And I even sending people to pick them up.
Exactly. Organizing for their transport, nini hizo vitu zote.
Wow.
Yes.
So at this time, una meet the industry.
Yes.
So by industry, I mean not
the
just
actors.
Yes, actors.
Yes. And the actors you're talking about right now, here Richie, ni actors. Because Makutano Junction was a big show in the country. Here I'm talking about Makbul. Yes. Like unajua akina Liz Njaga, unajua the actors of back then. Yes. Akina Ojiambo, Ainea. Yes, like big actors. So now that is the first time I felt like sasa nimeanza kuinteract na, because you see nini yangu ilikuwa extra sasa nimeachana na extra. Sasa naongea na ma superstar. Yes, and I did second assistant director for a while on Makutano. That was actually my main role for a while, for quite a while. Like for a couple of seasons.
Okay.
So you see, for media, when I became an employee, we used to alternate between No Zone and Makutano Junction. No Zone and Makutano Junction. But now over time, I started rising through the ranks.
I don't want people to think that you just started but part of the reason why I asked you about your salary in the beginning, I don't want people to think that you just landed on. Unaona social media wakiona hiyo gari umenunua, they're like, hey, by the way this is where you started from. Yes.
Yeah. So No Zone, you remember I was a third AD taking care of the kids. But now come the next season of No Zone, nikaanza kutrainiwa for floor management. So as a floor manager, it's a studio setup, right? So as a floor manager, you're the person communicating the whatever info the director wants to share with the people on the floor. Yes.
I get.
So the director is in the gallery, kwenye ako huko mahali na screens zake na nini, so anaona whatever is happening on the floor, but lazima communicate. Ndizo ndio tumevaa zile nini, ndio anasema Judy, tell the presenter to say this, do this, that kid on that nini, mwambie atengeneze sweater, like you're the one calling now. The action on the
director
floor.
on ground.
Exactly.
Wow.
So now that is the coming season. Now I started training for a floor manager. Nikuwa trainee. Kulikuwa na floor manager, but nikuwa tu na trainiwa. Then the coming season of Makutano Junction, I feel ni kama nafaa kusema hivyo ndio uone.
Yes.
The coming season of Makutano Junction, I was still a second AD, right? But something happens. Well, I'm still the second, because you see, on set when we are filming, I'm a second assistant director. But then when we are not filming any show back in the office, I am an assistant to the producer. Right?
Yes.
So I'm helping the producer, Patricia, who was also in charge of the office.
Yes.
Like she was our boss in the office now before the big boss.
Yes, I get.
Yeah, so I am her assistant. So bado namsaidia kumanage vitu kwa ofisi. So it happens that we get some, we have a new show that's coming. Now away from Makutano and away from No Zone, we have a new show. And this new show is about farming, because remember, my boss was very passionate about farming and all those things. So, and imeanzishwa in Patricia, and because when it's a new show, you need the top. Kwanza, as in, especially for the first seasons, so that watu wanze ku understand the format of the show and everything, because it's a new show.
Yep.
So there was that conversation of No Zone nakuja nini. I mean Shamba Shape Up. Oh, the show was called Shamba Shape Up.
The one on Citizen.
Yes, that
was a
one.
big show.
It was a big show.
That was a very big show.
Yes. So what happens?